You must believe in what you believe. We say that if you cannot buy from yourself, you cannot sell yourself. Is that before we buy from you, we have to buy you. There are people who manufacture things they cannot consume. You are the best salesman of your own product. Welcome to the Wisdom Talks. I'm Joe Wisdom, and as always, happy to come to you every Monday morning. What a way to begin your week. I know that these messages have been a blessing to you, especially when you talk about the marketplace, when you talk about wealth creation, when you talk about wisdom for life. We are doing this just to help us walk the journey of life safely, securely, and with confidence. One of the things that I've come to realize in life is that wisdom is like fire. It is borrowed from those who has it. Sometimes I sit down and listen to men who have gone ahead of us. And sometimes I listen and hear things that I've never heard. Sometimes I'm reminded of the things that I had a long time ago. So it's always good to take time and reason. There's always someone who knows something that you don't know. And having a teachable spirit is one of the things that helps us keep learning every day. You say that no matter how big a tree is, it was planted by someone. There's something that you need, and the person who has it is next door. So let us operate from an open mind. We say that minds are like parachutes. They work best when they are open. Every time we are reason to other people, we add into knowledge. When we are corrected, when you are encouraged, every day is a day to learn. Today I want to talk about wisdom for the marketplace. I'm coming with this message because I'll be hosting a summit, a Kingdom Empowerment Summit on the 27th of November. It will be on a Saturday. And specifically we'll be doing a breakfast just for empowerment. Because I believe in empowerment. I believe that everybody needs to be ignited. You know, it doesn't matter how powerful a car is. If it has an issue with ignition, it's basically a jalopy. It can't take you from one place to the other. So every one of us needs to be ignited. And we are coming to be ignited for the marketplace. The topic is wisdom for the marketplace. And I want to give you a snippet of what to expect in the conference. When we are talking about the marketplace, we are talking about your area of assignment. If you're a minister of the gospel, your marketplace is your area of sub-ministry. Some of us are in church. Sometimes we are out there. When we talk about the marketplace, we are talking about a CEO, a director of a certain company who gets out there every day to go and talk to people, engage people on what he's producing, on what he's selling. I'm talking about someone who is out there sending his sales team to go and sell his goods. I'm talking about someone who is in manufacturing. I'm talking about someone who is an industrialist. I'm talking about someone who is a teacher out there, a professional, a teacher, an accountant, a banker. This is what we are talking about, the marketplace. And when we study the life of Jesus, he took all his disciples from the marketplace. He went to the lakeside and got Peter, James, Andrew, John, men who are able to relate with the common mwananchi. So to Jesus, marketplace was key in his ministry. He also never stopped there. He realized that he needed professionals. He went and called people like Judas, Matthew, or Levi. These were people who were in finance. Judas was an accountant. Matthew was a Roman revenue authority officer. We look at other people who are still in the cabinet of Jesus. People like Simeon the Zealot. historian says that possibly he was a politician. And many people that Jesus brought around himself. So when we talk about empowerment for the marketplace, this is something that cuts across. This is something that every one of us need. Actually, I keep asking myself, why didn't Jesus go to the temple, specifically to Jerusalem, to pick on people who he was sending for ministry? He went to the marketplace. We'll be looking at why. Did he go to the marketplace to get the disciples? And what we need, the wisdom that we need out there in the marketplace. Allow me to share something little on wisdom for the marketplace. Number one, you need to develop a personal brand. Jesus never picked anybody. Jesus picked on people who had branded themselves. People who had some influence at a certain level. If you be picked from the multitude, you must have a personal brand, and a strong one for that matter. What is a personal brand? A personal brand is basically how you want to be known, how you want to operate. That's a personal brand. I love saying that if you don't tell the people who you are, if you don't tell the world who you are, the world will tell you who you are not. So if you want to develop a personal brand, you must find yourself. You must find your space in the marketplace. You must have an identity in the marketplace. You must be known for something in the marketplace. Jesus never went for people who are lost in the marketplace. He went to people who had a name. Look at Peter. He was a skilled fisherman. Look at James. Look at Andrew, the sons of Zebedee. Actually, they had a nickname. They were called sons of thunder. They had a name in the marketplace. So identity has something. Identity makes you attractive. It makes you attractive. So if you are going to manifest as a brand, you must mark your territory in the marketplace. Some few tips here on how you can develop a personal brand. You must, number one, understand that before you become the CEO of anything else, before you direct anything else, before you manage anything else, you must manage self. That means that you are the CEO of a company called you. There's a company called you. The you company. You are the CEO. You are the person who makes things move in that company called you. If you cannot lead you, you cannot lead anything else. If you cannot direct you, you cannot direct anybody else. Because you cannot give what you don't have. So if you are becoming, if you desire to become, if you are desiring to become a strong personal brand, then you must find your place. You must know that you are the CEO of the company called you. Number two, you must believe in what you have. You must believe in what you have. We say that if you cannot buy from yourself, you cannot sell yourself. If you can't buy from yourself, you can't sell yourself. Your ability to sell yourself out there is determined by your level of buying into yourself. Listen to this. Anyone who can buy from himself can sell himself at any price in any destiny market. Let me say that again. That anyone who can buy from himself or from herself can sell herself or himself at any price in any destiny market. If you can sell, if you can buy from yourself. So you must believe in what you have. You see, there are people who don't believe in what they do. There are people even who have shops, but they can't buy from their own shops because you don't believe in your product. There are people who manufacture things they cannot consume. You are the best salesman of your own product. Actually, nobody believes in your vision more than you. Before you get anyone else on board, you must believe in what you have. That is personal branding. Something else that we also need to understand in personal branding is that before we buy from you, we have to buy you. Before we buy from you. Actually, if we can't buy you, we cannot buy from you. So you have to buy you first. How do you present yourself? Are you believable? You know, the way you communicate. Do you communicate in a way that people will believe in what you're saying? Or are you not even sure? The way you present your product, the way you present yourself, possibly seems that you don't believe in what you're doing. There are people who really believe. There's someone who can sell herself or himself, even in a job interview, and you feel I need to employ this one. Though least qualified, but I think I need a you in my organization. That is what employers are looking for. People who believe in what they have. I have heard of many people who attended job interviews without proper qualifications. But because of the confidence they exhibited, because of the confidence, because of the way they were able to sell themselves, they were picked among many. Personal branding is what will set you apart. It's what will pull you from the ground. Personal branding. Personal branding is when people think about you, when they think of what you do. If I'm thinking about buying land, who comes to my mind? That is personal branding. If I want to buy clothes, who comes to my mind? If I want to hire a vehicle, who comes to my mind? If I want to host a friend in a hotel, who comes to my mind? Which hotel comes to my mind? That is personal branding. If someone want to go, if someone inquires about a school, maybe they need some admission, which school comes to my mind? That is what we call branding. If you want to know whether you are a brand, look at what people think when they think of you. What do people associate you with? That is personal branding. That's personal branding. As a personal brand, you don't sell, people buy. You stop selling and people start buying. That's what makes you a brand. If you are a professional, if I want an accountant, if I want accounting services, who comes to my mind? That's a personal brand. Are you able to sell yourself so well that people will think about you when they think about your services? Someone is looking for an auditor, who comes to their mind when they think about that? That is what we call a personal. I believe that you desire to become a personal brand. In the marketplace, you are either a brand or a commodity, depending on the way you present yourself. Don't present yourself as a commodity. Present yourself as a brand. If you present yourself as a commodity, you hawk yourself around. If you are a brand, people buy. You dictate the price in the market. Finally, allow me to invite you for a Kingdom Empowerment Summit breakfast on 27th of November at Spa Mall, Verona Hotel, from 8 a.m. in the morning. We'll be there. We'll be hosting a powerhouse, Apostle Ken Ogare, an entrepreneur, an author, and also a minister. You'll be coming to speak to us about wisdom for the marketplace. And there's something that he said very interesting sometimes as I was speaking to him, that we need to work the system. how to work the system. He has written a book entitled Covenant of Wealth. You cannot miss that meeting. Get back to us on Wisdom Talks on more details about the breakfast. I'm Joe Wisdom, and that is Wisdom Talks.